All right, welcome back everybody. My name's Andrew and you're watching the Kelley's Country Life. So, another pole barn house episode. Been trying to focus on this and get it knocked out, but Mother Nature's throwing a wrench in the mix. We did not get much rain last night, even though they were calling for 2 inches. It's a 90 or 100% chance today. I can't remember. It keeps bouncing around and the radar is blowing up. But as of right now, we can go ahead and get some work done. Getting a really late start this morning. Had a lot of other stuff to take care of. Plus, I was trying to let this porch get in the shade, and about half of it has. Sun's behind some clouds right now. So on the agenda today, let's go ahead and start trying to close this wall up. It'd be nice to go ahead and get our first full wall done, but we're gonna have to start notching out around these around these trusses, figuring that situation out. Otherwise it should be relatively straightforward, with the exception of I can only use one run of scaffolding unless I'm gonna tear it down every single time and go underneath the truss. I think I've got it figured out how I can do this safely by myself with that one run over there. Should work out. Now, I'm assuming for sure we're gonna get hit with some storms today, and if so, and we get run off the porch, we're just gonna come back inside. We did some blocking last episode. I wanna continue to work on some blocking, some of y'all's suggestions, and we'll just kind of get that out of the way. We'll keep moving forward. Plenty of stuff to do. Let's get to work. Oh, so 45 minutes later, here's my scaffold setup. This brings up a valid point. I have some people that ask all the time, what is taking you so long? One, I have OCD. I make it take a long time. And there's lots of stuff like this in the background that y'all don't see. 45 minutes, probably to an hour, setting this up, climbing up and down, making sure I'm in the right reaching height, making sure I feel safe, and finding the little parts that have vanished throughout the building. this ain't working. The sheet keeps trying to kick out on me. Might have to install that little device I made. Figured out finally. Those other little tabs work perfect because you can twist them up out of your way and then twist them up to hold. Oh. Okay, let's get to nailing. almost embarrassed to show y'all this. But it's just been one of them days. Nothing went right. I didn't record a lot of it. I had to take sheets up and down when I first started multiple times. That was killing me. Quite aggravating. Couldn't quite figure out how I wanted to hold them up there, what tools to use, how to trim them. And finally, by the second sheet, it started making sense. Third sheet, I've got me a routine down and got it figured out. But I wasted a lot of days. A lot of the day just fighting with stupid problems. So it's not as much done as it looks like, but we made some progress. Tomorrow should be much better because now I know exactly what to do. I know my routine. So here it is. So before long, we're gonna wind up with a half a house done here. Today, like I said, this fought me trying to figure out how to trim around there. And of course, I always trim way too tight. By the second sheet, my trimming was a little better, but I forgot a thing or two. I had to pull the sheet up and down once or twice. And had to use some specialty tools that could flip up out of the way because I couldn't raise this up and drop it down past my little tools that stick up like that. I had to have something that come out of the way because pretty much you put this in, hits the bottom of the trusses, and you got to snap it in. So I kind of had to think out of the box there a little. But here it is. Nice and trimmed around up there. I'll figure out how to trim around that later. I'll probably butyl caulk that as well, even though I seriously doubt any wind blown rain ever gets up there. So we'll trim the house wrap around that, caulk it all in, maybe zip tape seal it, and trim around later with some hardy trim. But we made it to my stopping point. This was my goal for the day, although I was planning on doing some blocking today too. So we've got a short stair step down here, which is awesome. Tomorrow, if I see an hour to 2 hour break in the radar, I'm going to tear this plastic off, put my piece right here that I need, then put the next sheet on, then put, looks like probably one sheet with a small piece right there. So I'll need a little bit of time to do that. And I'm going to pull the plastic back just like you see it, nail it into the OSB, and we will officially have our first full wall done. Then if I find another non-rainy day, I'll finish the stair step on the front, reach out to the inspector and see if I can go ahead and tape all seams and house wrap half the house. So that's pretty awesome to think I'm not too terribly far away from having this halfway done. Then if I can ever find a break in the weather. It hasn't rained as bad today as I thought to be such a high chance, but it's rained a couple times, and this last storm that just come through was dropping some lightning bolts, which I didn't too much care for. So I've got me a new little tool in the mail, something that y'all recommended. We'll use it in the next episode because there's a couple things I need to do to this wall, and I'm excited to try this new little tool. And we're gonna get in some specialty blocking, finish this end of the house. So we're making progress. Just today did not feel like it, and really kind of didn't, but it is what it is. Not gonna beat myself up too much over it. I'm gonna have good days, I'm gonna have bad days. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. We'll catch you on the next video.